Hi guys, so this is the live. If you guys have been watching for a while, you realize that we discovered about 15 minutes ago that you can't actually invite a guest to join you live like you can on Instagram. For those of you who have seen me trying for the last 15 minutes to figure out a way to invite somebody live to go Instagram, you can't do that. The way you do it on Instagram is you just invite and you have a split screen. They don't let you do that now on Facebook, it turns out, unless one of you brilliant people knows how to do that. So Paul is in Florida, and I am really good at a lot of things, but getting people in from outside is not like I'm not a genius on like time travel. I'm working on it. So I am in the office with a very skeletal crew of a few people. And so we're going to switch guests a little bit today, and I'll probably go live with Paul on Instagram, but I have Melissa here. Now, we're trying to keep distance from each other, so you're not going to see Melissa. Melissa, you have to move over to the screen. We're just going to shift over a little bit. Keep over. Now, I do need to be honest with you. Melissa's idea of going, you can come in, Melissa, I'll move away. Melissa's idea of social media is that she's off of it and she hates it. Yes, you hate it.
I'm not on Facebook, I'm not on Instagram, I'm not on anything.
But now you are, you're on Facebook. Melissa is our associate medical director. I always call her the vagina whisperer. And I was planning on getting on with her to do one on the more complicated issues of vulvodynia, vestibulodynia, Botox, but unfortunately, we're in the middle of this coronavirus disaster, and Melissa is stuck home with how many children?
3 children, 15, 13, and 10.
And how are all of you holding up?
We're doing pretty good. We're on day 4 of no school, so we are hanging in there. I'm trying to establish a schedule so everybody has activities to do throughout the day. We have also instituted some single outdoor activities. Everyone goes outside for a half hour or so to let off some steam. Luckily, the weather's been pretty nice, so that's good.
Melissa and I'm coming back into the screen. Hi there. I'm standing behind her. Melissa and I have been talking about the fact that before all this happened, we couldn't get the kids off the screens.
Right.
Like they were like, go outside, it's a beautiful day, the parents would say, and the kids would be like...
Right, absolutely. My son would be locked in on his video games, and that would be, hours, and I would always be like, get out, get out, get out, and then like this hits, and like you can't keep him inside. It's crazy. Everyone's coming out of the neighborhood. They all want to skateboard downtown to get ice cream. Nothing's open, but... I think everyone is doing pretty well.
So have there been have you scheduled your day? Because one of the things I was telling people to do was set up a daily schedule.
Yes. It's easier with the 10-year-old because she listens to me better. My 15-year-old, she's pretty used to doing a lot on her own for school. So the high school has already set them up with all their online learning and everything. So she's pretty self-directed. She's happy to be sleeping in the morning, not getting up at 6:30. But yeah, no, we're trying new things. Both my girls have now dyed their hair pink and blue. So that was yesterday's
Oh my
project.
God.
Not their whole head, but just parts of their head.
How does it look?
It's okay.
You see, she's thrilled. She's totally
do
thrilled.
it.
Okay.
And
dyeing your hair, that is a great project to do with your teenage kids. Did your boy do it too?
No, Joseph did not do it. We have opened a puzzle. We have a big puzzle in the living room that we are going to be working on. So that's sort of some quiet downtime that we are doing together. Yeah, I guess also meal planning, it's really nice that everybody's home. So this is different. We're actually going to be having family dinners almost every single night, which is a rare occasion in my household because everybody has so many activities. So as much as it stinks, we are having no school and everything's canceled. There is this nice part about we're all home together every single night. And we're all sitting down and having dinner together every night, which is... doesn't often happen, so especially during the school year.
If we're just joining us now, I wanted to say that this was supposed to be me split the screen with Paul Nelson, who's the male sex therapist who is in Florida, and then we found out that Facebook does not allow us to split a screen. So which is crazy. So I'm going to have to do it all on Instagram. And that means all of you who are interested, and you should be, because Paul is amazing, should follow me on Dr. Batsheva, same hashtag, the same tag on Instagram. But instead, I have this wonderful volunteer, Melissa, who was supposed to come on another time to talk with me about vulvodynia, vestibulodynia, and the Botox injections for vaginismus. And she's been really kind because she's here with, even though it's kids, we are at work, but there's very few and there's big distances between us. I want to just say that. So have there been any tough times at home with the kids?
Oh, yeah, they're definitely getting on each other's nerves a bit. Trying to get in each other's rooms but yeah, we're hanging in there. I think I see my husband is watching. Hi, he's working from home.
Okay, the technology is getting away from us because it looks like the computer behind Melissa is recording this. Oh, thank God, it got quiet. I think our social media, I think there's a great view on oh my God. I think there's a great view of what's happening because our social media person is at home. And so she's kind of watching this, but her computer here has gone off. So Lydia, if you hear this, can you turn your computer from home off? She must be trying to figure out what's going on. And so I'm hearing myself from the computer across the way. This is kind of a comedy of errors. We are at work. We're very skeletal crew, just a few of us, and we're keeping a lot of distance. I don't know if you can tell. Melissa and I are 3 feet apart at least. I'm going to be moving 3 feet away more. It is just a crazy time for all of us. So Melissa came in. Why did you come in?
Because I had phone calls and some prescriptions to send in. I had one patient who I wanted to get her Testopel in, so she had a good 3 months.
Can you explain what a Testopel is so that people can hear?
Testopel is a testosterone pellet, so it's a small implant of testosterone we use in women to help bring their testosterone levels up. It's very helpful for low libido, and it can also help with arousal for some women, and so it's implanted every 3 to 4 months. So my patient is due now. She's actually even a little overdue. So if we are, going to be closing down and not seeing patients for a short period of time, I really wanted her to get it now so she's set for the next 3 or 4 months. And she felt comfortable coming in, and she's healthy, so she's feeling well. So we're going to get it done today.
So, and what's your gut about how long this is going to go on?
Oh, gosh, don't ask me. My husband would say
well, tell him
June.
what your husband does.
So my husband is also a nurse practitioner. He is the associate dean.
Can you imagine the joy of 2 nurse practitioners in the family together? I can't even begin.
He's the associate dean of clinical affairs at Columbia School of Nursing in Manhattan. So, I'm hoping we're out of this, by the end of April. He thinks it may be longer, but I'm the optimist in the family. I always see the glass half full, so I'm, just trying to just take one day at a time and make the best of it.
So I think that is a great, I'm going to back up, Melissa, because I'm moving over. I think that is a great, poor Melissa, I think she's going to go actually see some patient, she has one patient who wanted to come in, and she's going to make some phone calls. And I will promise I'll have Melissa back sometime soon, because Melissa, I call her the vagina whisperer, and she really is like the guru of all things. She's the associate medical director here at the Women's Center, and she is probably one of the most knowledgeable people, I think, at this point in the country on women's sexual health issues. But I am quite aware that women's sexual health issues are not the most pressing on people's minds right now. Although I will tell you that keeping things kind of going well in the sexual part of your life can be super, super helpful for your relationship. And I don't know if any of you saw that article, but in China, now that they're past, they're on the other end of this, the divorce rate has gone way, way up. So I think actually being a little bit focused on this part of your life may not be such a bad idea. And I've also heard from a number of friends and patients that that actually this is kind of an interesting time for sexual activity. So I I actually think that's true. I think that, first of all, life's different and new. And as you've heard me talk about things in general, different and new works great for your sex life. I think also it's a little bit of a time of stress. And for some people, stress is terrible for their sex life. But honestly, for some people, a little bit of stress is actually quite good for your sex life. I mean, it just makes everything sort of more intense, and intensity is good. Like, as you often hear me say, early times in relationships are the best times sexually for people. So in a weird way, this actually, I've heard from a number of people at this point that actually it's better for their sex life. Now, maybe this will start to dissipate as people are used to being at home with their partners, but I think that there's a lot to be said about that, although that was really not supposed to be today's topic. Today's topic was going to be how to make the most of this crazy time. And some of that was sex with Paul, but I want to apologize again. So if you're joining me late, because I think there's tons of people jumping on and jumping off. It turns out you can't invite a guest on Facebook. Who knew? I feel like such an idiot. Anyway, so I'm going to start doing this on Instagram. I think I'll start doing some of these on Instagram, or I'll do them on videos and upload them. I don't know. I'm sure there's a way to do this. But in the meantime, I really wanted to introduce you to Melissa, who's the Associate Medical Director, who now ran off to get the patient who's coming in. We are really not seeing patients generally. Just a couple of patients are coming in. It's very isolated, so that we have people here working easily 6 or 12 feet apart, and it's kind of nice to have that. So for those of you who are watching who may be going into the office or have the opportunity to go into your office because it's empty, I think that's actually not a terrible thing to do. So keep watching. We're going to keep trying to flatten the emotional curve, although I don't think I did a good job of flattening your emotional curve today. Melissa's husband, Steven, said hi. That's amazing. Maybe one of these days I'll do a tour of actually, maybe right now, because I have a couple minutes. I have 4 minutes left. I'm going to take the phone off the stand, and I'm going to actually do a little tour of our office, because what the hell? You never get to see the back of a sexual health office. So hold on, if I can do that without disconnecting all of you, I'm going to do that right now. Okay, so this is the center where this is the back office. This is the back office. I'm going to actually, you can see me walk. I'm flipping the camera. Oh, I can't flip the camera. I can flip the camera. Here you go. All right, you're in the back office. We're seeing Erin, if she wants to say hi. This is Erin, say hi. Erin is one of the nurses who calls everybody with all the results of things. Bianca, you want to say hi? There's Bianca. Hi, Bianca does all the cord blood. Did you know we do cord blood as well? I'm walking through the back office. Nobody ever gets to see the back office of this office. Hold on a second. Now I'm going to go into the front office. I got to be a little quieter. This is the exam room. So this is the Women's Center exam room. It's beautiful. We have great pictures. This is one of our consult rooms. This is the consult room we usually use for women and stuff. So then when if you ever decide you want to come in, you'll feel all like calm. So that's a good way to flatten the curve about coming in. This is the famous closet that was in the picture in the New York Times that everybody loved to see. It's got our books and our vibrator. It's really cool. Hold on a second. I'm going to do quick. We'll keep walking here. Okay, these are just more exam rooms. We have an exercise consult room. We have more therapy rooms. Hold on. If anybody's interested, I'm going to go into show you one of the therapies. I'm walking really, really, really fast. I can't walk as fast as I talk, but here's a therapy room. Hold on. Okay, let's keep going. I'm going to go back. Wait. The only reason I'm doing this is so you can see the lab, and I'm sort of cracking up because I'm seeing that there's certain people. Who from the staff were on here, and they're like, "Oh my God, I could be at work today." See how all the empty desks, more books. My office. I'll show you my office. It's very colorful pictures. I love my office. You see that a lot when you see me doing Myth Busting Monday and Fantasy Friday. That's the office. But now I'm about to show you the lab, and then I'm going to stop. Hold on. Ta-da! This is the most interesting part. It's our laboratory. We have one technician here instead of 8 technicians. Oh, hi, Erica. Do you mind being on Facebook Live? You're on Facebook Live.
Sure.
How are you holding up under all this?
Pretty good.
Okay. This is the lab. I lied. There's actually 2 people in the lab, very far apart from each other. This is all our tanks. Anyway, I'm going to flip this back and have an opportunity to say goodbye to you. I apologize for the change of plans today, but I hope you liked our little tour of Maze, your little introduction of Melissa, and I hope maybe made you smile a little bit today. And I promise we're going to figure out how to get Paul on with me. And I hope you're taking it easy, keeping your mood up. This is the craziest time for all of us. And I think the hardest thing is the ups and the downs, like those, like, oh my God, everything's going to get better. And then, oh my God, nothing's ever going to get better. For me, that has been the hardest part. And so we really want to try to flatten that out so that you feel a little good, a little bad, but not going crazy. So thanks everybody who watched. I apologize again for the snafu. And we'll go live soon, probably on Instagram.